I figured I'd go through a build here for another game I am playing, which is Realm of Ink. It's very similar to Hades, if you've ever played that. I am currently running on the highest difficulty I have unlocked. I haven't run through with all of these mods yet, but there's a lot of things that are going to be impacting us, so we'll see if we can manage here. But this build primarily focuses around leveraging shields, and it is quite strong for that. So let's pick this up. We are going to take the shield ink and quake ink. And then from the perk side, we'll go to almost the end, and we are going to pick up the Big Dipper, which will scale our damage with our shields as we get more of those. So let's grab these. Fortunately, we got a primordial ink here. We're just going to decompose this because we're never going to use that. Now, we want things that go based off our light attack, not our heavy attack. So we will take Glutton Blade. That means we will want to pick up some dishes for additional damage with our light attack. I think this game is, in general, a lot easier than Hades. I am not particularly good at these types of games, but as long as you're able to create strong builds, you can actually scale through most of them, and you don't have to be perfect at dodging and whatnot. This build especially, once you get the power really rolling on it, you're able to scale really well, and you don't even have to worry about dodging almost at all. You can just have full shield and crush the enemies. Here I am focusing on a little bit, oops, and still taking damage. There's a lot more projectiles and stuff happening with all these mods here. There we go. We got those like brushes coming through and everything. Shields is great. That'll be very helpful for us. So this would also be good, but because there's a shield one available, we're going to take that. We'll go to the Faux Forge. There we go. Managed to get through. Let's dissolve this. Dot damage, crit damage, and additional damage. I'll go ahead and just take the additional damage. Light attack. When you release light attack, heavy attack damage increased by... So that just scales our heavy attack with our light attack. We're not too interested in that. This increases the amount of inkstone we get. We actually, if we had used that a bit earlier, if we had actually grabbed this before we dissolved that ink gem, that would have been good, but unfortunately, did that in the other order. Should have checked the perks first before picking up anything else. Oof. We got different boss mechanics going on during each fight, so we just have to try to avoid those. right. Damage multiplied by 150. We'll just take the additional damage here. Not quite enough to upgrade. We would need 80 to upgrade. Damage reduction is good. Anything max HP and damage reduction, so we're going to take this damage reduction because our shields scale with our max HP. Unfortunately, we used all of our money, so we can't purchase any food, which is what we would need to scale our other stuff. But let's go ahead and do this. And a lot of things we got to dodge here. He's got the shockwave. Got another shockwave. Here's our damage window. Alright, now we're going to have to dodge. He's going to have some shockwaves. Dodge another shockwave. Now let's try to finish him before this goes off. There we go. Got him. Perfect. And we get our nice heal here. Max HP increase is good. Let's go ahead and take that. Dissolve this. Get another ink gem. Took a hit there. For all these projectiles and whatnot that keep spawning all over the place. There we go. Oop. Dissolve that. Looks like we got a little heal over here. Go to the elixir hub. Ideally, early on at the elixir hubs, we are looking for things that will increase our epic chance and whatnot. Wow, we got a lot of got little like lucky boxes here. We will try to pick those up after we manage to kill these. Oof, that's a big hit. There we go. Additional damage is fine. Damage reduction is good. Also, just damaging any of these are fine for us. We'll pick up these little elixirs. Yeah, we'll just get a powerful buff. It's fine. Doesn't cost us anything. Oof. Like I said, I haven't done this difficulty before. There's certainly a lot more projectiles in this difficulty compared to what I normally am dealing with. A lot harder to get once we get this build going, I won't have to worry about those so much, but right now they will deal a lot of damage to me, so There we go. Alright, let's dissolve this. We are almost at... Oh no, we do have enough to... we should have enough to upgrade both of our gems. Hopefully we can keep our lighthouse safe here while getting through all these things. Ouch. Yikes, this is a lot more damage. I don't know if we'll be able to keep it safe. We don't have enough damage right now, it looks like. Unfortunate. Well, at least we get something out of it. Didn't get a perk. Let's go ahead and upgrade. This is big that we get more stats off these, so here we go. We get a whole additional line in terms of now when shielded, we cast this Earth Crack. That's additional damage equal to 25% of the shield. So as we get bigger shield, we're just dealing additional damage there. Let's check here. We definitely want to look for anything that gives us shield. Each time, 1 to 3, we get 1 additional refresh. That's pretty good. Critical damage. Elixir grants us 25 coins. That's getting this early is good. So we might just take these because these will help us later. Unfortunately, it doesn't give us early scaling. So we're sacrificing early power for later, but that means we do have to make it through these fights. Slash. Ow. For phase 1 down, at least. Oh, sorry about that. Clicked the wrong button. There we go. Got him. All right. See what we got here. Get back to full HP. It's good. Additional damage. Magic circle damage. Sure. We're doing a lot of additional damage. Light attack. Sure. Good. Into the desert. Get another perk here. Avoid some of that. better. When you gain this perk, we get a bunch of inkstone. Might as well take this early. Yeah, I should probably check a few of these destructibles. Alright. Don't want to waste too much time doing that. Let's go to the next one. Dodge a little bit here. There we go. Let's get another perk. Oh, it took a hit there, darn. I keep hitting the Windows key on accident. Huh. Ooh, there we go. Let's use a free reroll here. I haven't been seeing anything with shield, unfortunately. I'm gonna use another reroll. Here, really. We'll go ahead and take this. We still have a couple upgrades. Would have been good to have that before our last thing. Before we upgraded our other two perks there, but it's alright. We'll at least get some value out of it. Critical chance, light attack damage. We'll just do damage modifier. Alright, we'll spend a couple silver coins here, see what we can get. Got some food. We got some coins back. I don't know if I want to spend more. I really want to be able to get our perks here. We do not have enough to upgrade right now. Critical damage. Nothing with shields. Movement speed's not bad though. Damage reduction and weaken, that's good. Shield, here we go. When we dash, we gain shield, and we just get the plus 10 shields. Can't afford that now. Alright, we'll take this. That just gives us more max HP, which is something we want. I'm gonna save our money here. Scorpion. Got her. Let's dissolve this. Entering new room. Gains sand invisibility for 8 seconds. Alright. Light and heavy damage by 15%. Sure. We're using our light attack a lot. Alright, this ink gem should get us enough to be able to get our upgrade next time we hit the pre-boss encounter, or pre-boss shops and whatnot. Right, we can see our shields are starting to scale pretty well here. He wants to give us like a primordial gem, right? Yeah, we don't want a primordial ink. It's of no interest to us. We'll go to the elixir hub. Go. Pick up our elixir. Max HP is good. Do the faux forge. Got a lot of stuff happening here. All right. Got him. All right. Magic circle. We use our free reroll. Dash cooldown increased is good. That's all right. I think we'll take the dash cooldown. No. We are getting bonuses off our dash. Sure, we'll increase our additional damage. That's where a lot of our damage is coming from anyway. Getting there. Could really use a couple more shield perks to make this a little bit safer. But we're getting there. Should be able to upgrade our main ink here. This shield ink, this will make it so now we get even more 15% chance to get a shield to 6% of our max HP. So let's do that. That gives us a free item there. Again, we're okay. Shield, nice. Shield plus 10%, reduce cooldown. And when we use an ink shield, we gain shield. So perfect. That's the sort of thing we're looking for. I will not use a reroll on the shop here. I think we're okay. This fight's a little bit annoying. I haven't done this fight that many times. It's the newer one. But there's a lot of like whirlwind dodging. Phases with this, so we're gonna have to not done after we get them the first time. And we have to go through this whirlwind stuff. Back. Phase right now. There we go. Let's get some DPS in. Gotta do the whirlwind dodging again. Got them down. There we go. Magic circle underneath you. Your light attack and heavy attack speed increase. That's nice. Dot damage we're not worried about. We'll just take the light attack damage increase. Heavy attack. These are all heavy attack changes. We don't want any of those. Sure. Accelerating our light attack skills is, or our ink skills is good. Into the abyss. I forget if I've done this. I don't think I think maybe I've only done the abyss once. Some of the newer regions I haven't done as much with this. They released a lot of this stuff more recently. These are some beefy monsters here. see, we have a lot of shield on our health bar most times. Every once in a while it drops off a little bit just based off some of the triggers we have. But once we get a couple more shield items, that should start and end up like essentially filling our full health bar, which is quite strong. Alright, looks like there's one more mob here. All these bouncy stuff. I do remember doing these things with the bouncy stuff before. They are quite annoying. There we go, 88. That's enough to get our next upgrade for our gems. So then we'll be able to start spending the inkstone on other things. Dodge those. Luckily, we actually benefit from taking some hits against our shield. It does damage, reflection damage to them, so as long as we have quite a bit of shield, it's actually okay to take some hits. Now that we're down to this one mob, we should probably even not be dodging some of this stuff, but I don't really want to take any actual health damage, so I'm trying to avoid some things. Oh, we did take a little bit of damage there. I really don't like these ones that are throwing those balls around. They're really annoying. There we go, got rid of one of them at least. Finally. Alright, shields. That's good. We like more shields. That's what we really want, those. Wish we could have gotten some of those earlier, honestly. Chance to get better epic perks and whatnot. Typically try to get a lot of those early on. We're already in the third act here. And so the value we get out of that is reduced a bit. Like our shield's covering our full health bar there for a little bit at least. Stronger. Critical strike chance is okay. We can take that. Let's get a little bit of healing here. We'll do the faux forge. Another one of these. Lots of creatures. Oof, took a hit. Luckily our ink gems are coming back up pretty quickly, and we do have some shield generation off whenever we're using our ink gems. So that makes a huge difference for us. So you can see we're getting to the point where we have to worry less and less about dodging, which this makes this build very friendly for people who are less skilled at dodging like me. Burning damage we don't really care about, so let's go ahead and re-roll here. Damage reduction's always good, and when we take damage, we accelerate all our ink skills by a second, so that'll get them back even quicker. This just has... both of these are good. Oh, this also increases our perk chance and whatnot, but kind of feel bad ditching one of these. I think let's take the damage modifier. We will sacrifice some health here. I'll do maybe one more after this. I'm just getting ink gems. That's not ideal. All right. We just got some money out of that. That's fine. All right, let's upgrade our last ink gem here. Now we get plus 50 HP base, as well as whenever we gain a shield, summons possession for 1.5 seconds. This does a bunch of AoE damage, so that's good. And we just get increased damage with our magic circle. And we get more when we enter a new room. We get shield, get damage modifier, additional damage for every 5 shields we have. So, ooh, that looks like, yep, more shield. So 15% shield duration increased, and when we take damage, if we lose any shield, we blast enemies around us for additional damage. So that is perfect. That does exactly what we're looking for. And now we can spend the rest of our ink stones. Yes, we want more max HP. That's huge. Damage reduction is good. Max HP is good. Both these are strong. Let's go ahead and take the max HP, though. Additional damage is fine. We'll reduce the cooldown of our ink skills a little bit. Silver coin drop. Critical damage, magic circle, ink skill damage. Damage reduction and weaken effect. Let's take that. Damage modifier when using an ink skill. I need to spend another reroll. Bleeding stacks, heavy attack, additional damage. Let's take the additional damage. We can also maybe take this. Let's actually grab this. I don't know if any of these things are permanent, but let's take this just because it also increases our light skill damage from that brush we got at the beginning. Going. Keeps moving around all over the place. There we go. Wasn't so bad. create bubbles when we use an ink skill. Additional damage is good, so we'll take that. Heal to full. Get rid of this. Let's get another perk. You can see our damage is scaling up quite nicely now. We're killing these creatures a lot faster than we were. The more shields we get, those more shield perks make a huge difference. Because we got that initial perk that scales our damage with how much shield we have. It really takes off quite quickly once you get more shield items. More damage reduction is fine. This does generate auto cast or tweet. So this this triggers our when we take damage effects. So that's good because we do have some things that trigger when we take damage. So now we don't even have to take damage necessarily, though we are at this point sort of fine with taking damage with the amount of shields that we're generating here. There we go. Additional damage and magic circle damage. That's what we're focusing on. This gives our heavy attacks get bonus shield. I think we'll take this. This has a when you take damage thing. And so, yeah, let's take that. And it gives us just flat damage reduction, which we like because we're taking hits. So we want to reduce that damage as much as possible so it doesn't break as much of our shield. Whole bunch of little like healing things around here. We're at full health though, so we don't really need them. There we go. Easy. Poison stacks, light attack, max HP, and damage reduction when on low health. We're generally not hitting low health, but we'll take the max HP increase. 20 HP to get an elixir. Sure. Light and heavy attack damage is good, so is ink reduction. Sacrifice some more HP. Just do general damage increase, more HP. General damage modifier. Light attack damage. And increase our max HP. I think we'll do one more here. Additional damage, magic circle damage, and then we'll pick up some of these heals for all that health we spent. There we go. You can see at this point, this is no longer taking any skill. I don't need to dodge anymore. I have outscaled the game just using the perks and stuff we've picked up. This is one of the nice aspects of this game that if you design your build properly, you can still get through the hardest content. Oh yeah, my gems are all fully leveled up, so now let's just spend inkstones here. Permanently increase our additional damage, yes. Damage reduction is good. I think we'll go ahead and take that. General damage, generic damage modifier increase. Let's use a free reroll here. Another max HP. We'll take that. Poison. Dot damage. Ink stuff. Damage multiplier. We'll reroll. Light attack speed is good, actually. Yeah, let's take the light attack speed. And we'll spend one more reroll. Magic circle range, dash, critical damage, and heavy attack damage. Can't afford that one. We could do this. We are dashing a lot. Increasing our magic circle range also isn't bad. Might just save our money, see if we get something better. We'll go ahead and take this just because of the brush that we have, so that increases our damage by another 20%. We got a big boy here. He wants to eat me. Destroying all his little fishies. And now we are destroying him. Now, phase 1 down. He is unhappy about that. We need to destroy more little fishies here. Big slam. And got him. Perfect. No. None of our actual health taken out there. Damage modifier, sure. Full. Super armored. These are all heavy attack based. Heavy attack, heavy attack. Final light attack is converted to a different form. You will sprint forward. And so this shoots out stuff now when we're using that. So it's good. Let's go to the Trial Valley. You just have to survive. That luckily shouldn't be too much of a problem for us, considering we are quite healthy with our shields. Nice. Decompose this. Light and heavy attack damage increase is good. Inflicting a curse. We do inflict some curses. Let's reroll those, see if we can get any shield stuff. When you take damage or dash dodge, you deal additional damage, stacking up to 10. So this can get us up to 80% additional damage. Yeah, we'll take that. We have take damage triggers and dodge triggers, so that should get us another 80% increased damage is strong. More max HP is perfect. Go. Poison, critical, none of those really. Light attack damage is okay. Every 5 times you light attack, sure, we're light attacking a lot. We'll go ahead and take that. She wants to give us ink stones for half our money. We are fine on ink stones. We really don't care about that. We just spend those for elixirs now. We'd rather get more perks. If we can find more shield perks, that would be ideal. But we're pretty happy with where our build's at this point. Any more shields and stuff will just help us scale even more. Go ahead and spend some more ink stones. Take that. Just increase our damage. More max HP. Should be using these free rerolls more often to try to get the purple ones. I'm going to take that. Increased epic chance. Faux Forge. We're pretty far. We won't hit many more Faux Forges. Enemy dies. Don't really care about that. Gain shield plus 15 every 10 times you gain shield. Autocast effects will take place. Alright. Take damage, that's great. That's just a reborn thing. We don't plan on dying. Let's use one more reroll. Oh, we can't afford that. Can't afford any of these. Darn. Well, it's a little bit of a waste of money, but on that reroll. We got a big panda boy. See what he can do against our near full shield here. We're just gonna go straight in on him. We're not even gonna bother dodging anything here. Oh, maybe dodge that. Let's just keep our shields up. Pretty straightforward. More money. Another elixir. Let's use our free reroll, see if we can get a purple. Take the epic drop rate. More perks. pretty much only the beginning of the game is difficult if you're using this build. Once you hit the end game here, it's definitely pretty easy. Take damage or dodge an enemy attack. We have a bunch of stuff that triggers off taking damage and dodging, so... Consumes a bunch of our current HP, which we're fine with. Our current HP being lost is fine. Skill damage, additional critical chance. When dealing additional damage, there's a 10% chance to fire a file. We are doing a lot of additional damage, so I think that could be good. Let's do this one. Pick up these little heals since we spent some health earlier. Permanently increase our damage. More perks. Go. Ooh, magic circles underneath you or your ink pets. We get increased damage. I think we might want to take this though. When you have a shield, damage modifier plus 35. When picking up this perk, immediately gain shield equal to 10% with unlimited duration. I mean, we always have shield, so this basically is just permanent plus 35% damage and 10% critical damage. Yeah, let's take this. Sad to avoid the legendary one, but it's too good to just pass up. Just flat 35% damage increase. There we go. Actually gonna take that. Want to get more of the legendary perks and whatnot. We get super armor. For 15. Not too worried about that. Dash cooldown. When you take damage or dash, we deal additional damage, which, as we said, we're doing a lot of dashing and taking damage, so let's just take that. What are you selling for me? Damage reduction. When you take damage, you put down ink clones. All right, we're doing that. Ink clones are coming out. Just gonna re-roll. Nice. Like the max HP increase. Take purple. Reroll. We'll just take flat damage increase there. We'll save some money. We'll get more shops soon. All right. Let's face the wish stag. Go through all this text here. Don't really need to do any dodging, just want to do the damage. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. You can see we're taking no damage at all with this. We get a phase 2. Amount of shield we have is pretty absurd. Every once in a while you can see it dip below max for just a second, but then it pops right back up. Got a whole bunch of clones out there. Let's take the elixir first. Alright, we'll take the damage modifier increase. Ink skills launch drums that deal additional damage. Every time an enemy dies. Ink skill cooldown after using ink skill. Get a bell that does heavy damage. Oh, drum will also gently attack you, triggering all effects that will be auto-cast when you take damage or dodge. Okay, so yeah, we'll take that. That just triggers more of our on-damage effects. All right, in we go. Face the book. They definitely increase the HP and stuff of this as you get into these higher, like, heat levels or whatever you want to call it. The increased difficulty challenges. Normally with this build, when, like if you're doing it at essentially 0 extra power or whatever, just the regular dragon brush, this build was, you know, killing him in 2 seconds. So, you can definitely see it's scales up a little bit here. I don't think we'll have any problems here. we can just stand here and DPS him and let all these things hit us, get our on damage taken triggers. Health and shield seems to be doing just fine. There we go. Book spirit down. Okay, 20% more max HP when you enter a new room, gain shield. Yeah, I think we'll take that. Up to 663 max HP. See what else comes up at the shop here. Drop rate for epic and rare elixirs. Sure, we might be collecting some more elixirs here. Duration of buff and shield plus 15%. Yes, we want longer shields. We don't have any inkstones to spend, and we've spent all our money, so let's go ahead and do one of these. Absolutely just destroying these guys. They are not lasting very long at all. There we go, perfect. Let's get our perk. Effects trigger when you enter a room, have 50% chance to trigger an additional time. When you deal damage, not with this perk, 1% chance to do divine punishment. Alright. We're doing a lot of just instances of damage, so that could have a decent chance of triggering. Again, we have no money right now, so we won't be able to afford anything. You can see all our little like shadow clones and everything around. Alright, we got some money there. Nice. See if anything new pops up in the shop. Ink cooldown. Heavy damage. Reborn. How much does a reroll cost us? 50? Let's go ahead and reroll once. Heavy attack. Boss rooms drop an extra dish. Yeah, we don't want any of that. We're fine. We're all just light attack, shields, taking damage on hit. All of that stuff is all that we want. Alright, increase our max HP, great. Give me just a moment. Alright, there's a legendary here. When you take fatal damage, we aren't taking fatal damage. Come on. We're not even taking damage at all. Sure, we'll do this sting mark thing. Might as well. And we'll clear this last area. Hi, girl. It's almost done here. joining us for the finale, girl. There we go, another perk. Heavy attack. Let's do a free reroll here. When you unleash an ink skill, you accelerate your ink skills. We are unleashing our ink skills a lot. This just gives us damage modifier for every 200 coins we've spent, which is just another 48% increased damage. I think that might be better than this. Let's just take the increased damage. More damage there. $600 money. Autocast, summon a wood clone that automatically pursues enemy. So we're dashing a lot. Let's go. Oh, we can't afford it. Darn. Well, c'est la vie. Let's move on to the next. Additional damage. We would take that if we could. Unfortunately. Burning explosion. Let's just save our money. We could end up with some better stuff here. Normally the epics and legendaries are far better, so I mean, I think we could finish the last boss pretty easily with what we already have. We really don't need more items. It's more just to scale out of control if we really want. Alright. Burning damage. Autocast, trigger all your ink pets. None of these are that perfect for our build. Curse effect. Ink skill damaging does a curse, so curse just makes them take more damage. Oh, yeah, let's do the Thunderbolt bottle. This is another additional damage thing, and we're dashing a lot. Both of these are good, but we like the dashing stuff. We're just dashing all the time. Curse, Reborn, light and heavy attack. All right. Let's go here. Pretty straightforward. Sure, heavy attack damage. When you dash, all your damage is multiplied. Sure. Again, we're dashing a lot. Ink skill cooldown, boss, damage on bleeding. Yeah, I don't really care about any of that right now. Primordial ink we don't want. Increases our magic circle. Let's use our free reroll. See if we get it. Boss perks, don't really care about. Perk damage. auto cast effect cooldown cap. I like that, actually. More just damage there is fine. Let's exit out of here. Reborn, weaken effects. Spend a reroll. Get another ability brush. Auto cast effects. Yeah, let's do the auto cast effects. Additional trigger. That seems great. You have a couple things that auto cast. Curious how quickly we'll kill the boss after this. Got money. There's the exit. 700 money. Increase dot types. Alright, entering a new room. Effect. Let's just go ahead. Oh, we can't afford it. Womp womp. I guess. I mean, we can just take a food thing because it'll increase our damage from that brush. And we can take this. I don't think we'll die, but we'll take it anyway. All right, let's go against the well-endowed ink god. Gotta deal with all her little ads she spawns first. Going to be the longest part of it, just killing all these little things that she spawns. This guy's actually got some HP. Normally they die instantly. Alright. Oh, Mr. Fishy. There we go. Get another one of these. Defeat all the ink beasts. Nearly there. Alrighty. Now it's time to face her. Last time I did this, she died in like 2 seconds, but with all these mods, she does have quite a bit more HP. Still, pretty fast. GG. So that's the shield build. You can certainly see how it scales out of control. And highly recommend if you are like me and are not the best at dodging and just want to run your face into the encounters. So hope you enjoyed. And or actually, let's take a quick look at the final stats here before I closed out. So total damage, we did, what is that, 302 million damage. And most of that is coming from our additional damage here. Just yeah, additional damage was 396 million coming from that. And we also got quite a bit coming from the perks. But yeah, most of it coming just from additional damage and whatnot. So yeah, highly recommend this build. And I hope you enjoyed. I'll put out other videos if people are interested in seeing some other builds. But let me know what you thought, and I'll catch you next time.